name because she's a girl.
And they all kind of sit around and he like divvies up the food.
Mm-hmm.
He just gets a big. He's like, you should bring me a big bowl of imitation crab, and I'll just fucking.
I've literally seen that guys who like are so into being the patriarch of their family that the waiter will bring food and then he'll hand it out to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, it goes through me.
Right.
It has to like it's this weird thing where everything has to go through.
Like every
this
dinner, is like Thanksgiving. Like I'm carving the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like nobody, but no, just the smallest thing. Like nobody can handle anything. Everybody is just this.
I know what you mean.
I don't know. It's a bizarre thing. You see that? You see the. I miss the days of like you see these people at church. You know every family. You know them by their defects.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know them by their. You know those are the Thomases. They love their white gravy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You name them by what's killing them the most.
Yeah.
They're like the Cosby kids. You're like, oh, that's big lip.
Yeah.
He got canola oil stuck in his lip.
He got oil in his lip.
He got hot oil stuck in the hole in his lip from dip to
Yeah,
back.
his face looks like a lava lamp.
This guy's going deeby dabba deeby dooba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a guy covered it. Then there's just a family covered in boils.
And the rest
families
of the
that are
church thinks
affected by
they're
the
pizza.
yeah. Those are damn pepperonis.
That's the Italian family right there.
You just know families that are affected by like different biblical plagues.
Just oil scars because they can't not put their face up to the frying pan. They never cover it. They don't understand. They go all night. They're just like ow.
These are people that are like chased by like swarms of bees inside their home.
For their blood sugar.
For their
Yeah, they're trying to pollinate.
If you get attacked by hummingbirds.
Yeah, a bee stings them and then they just like fucking ODs. Like he just shot an 8-ball.
Yeah, a guy who's resilient to bees.
Yeah, bee dies like Jim Belushi at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Dude, that's why the bees are endangered right now.
Yeah, because they've all got diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Diabetes.
The more I think about my hometown, the more I just fall in love with it.
Yeah, we should go back for an episode.
I miss the food.
Yeah.
The food was great. You can shit on them all you want or whatever. I love them. I think they're great, and the food is amazing. They understand food on a different level.
I would love to eat at Lytle Land and Cattle one more time, which was in the middle of Buffalo Gap.
Oh,
and it was
in Abilene, Texas. Perini's was in Buffalo Gap.
Oh, sorry, Perini's was in.
And that was George Bush's favorite steakhouse.
Yeah, George,
oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
George Bush would literally like fly in like peach cobbler from Perini's to the White House. Yeah,
I'll go. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would like land the Air Force One like in a pasture, and like George Bush would walk out and like shoot a cow in the head. They'd be like, cook that on the grill. Just be strutting in. That's great because as you're eating the food in Perini's, you look out the window.
How's it going, chat? We're chilling.
And you see all the things that are about to be executed.
Mm.
Yes.
There's a bunch of cows out in the
including
field.
the people.
Yeah. There's a big fat guy. There's a line of big fat guys going into a kill trough, and they're being read their last rites.
They go, you realize you will be shot in the head. I go, yeah, but there's a big trough in there. You telling me I get access to the trough?
I love beef so much I want to see it firsthand. This is my one chance.
I miss you know what I miss too is like, so you don't have natural disasters out in the middle of Texas. I guess the occasional flash flood that somehow like kills like 40 people somehow, where it's like just don't drive.
Right.
And still people go drive and they drive into rivers and then their car immediately
It just floats away and they go, oh Lord, no.
They don't understand the concept of running water. Flash floods always kill people in the middle of Texas.
So they've never taken a bath. They don't get it.
Yeah, they don't understand. It's so funny because there are no natural disasters. The occasional tornado, right? Like tornadoes, especially in the middle of Texas, but the real natural disaster it was like rattlesnake dens. Like people would just like trip. It's like True Grit, where some guy's
trip
just
and fall
looking
into a
for arrowheads
den.
and he falls back into a rattlesnake den. Just immediately like descends into the pits of hell.
Yeah, and somehow the venom like helps their heart. Keeps it beating for another few years.
He's sticking a fork into the rattlesnakes and twirling it like spaghetti. And eating them.
A raver dart sheet.
Speaking of falling into a big hole, I heard about a guy in somewhere in LA County, maybe Ventura. You know about these sinkholes, how they suddenly open up and a house just disappears?
Yeah.
I read about this one, might have been 8 years ago. A big sinkhole opened up in someone's backyard and got the corner of the house, and the back wall lowered like that. And a guy, as he's sleeping, he slid off of his bed and he shot, he bobsledded down this giant hole that opened. And they searched for 7 days and they never found him. And there was just a hole. You know when there's sinkholes, they just put cones around them and guys stand outside the street in LA and nothing really happens.
And they go, this is a hole here forever now.
Damn, I thought that was only for shitty countries.
Yeah, apparently it happens here too.
Happens in LA,
and then they can't find the guy. He just disappeared, and that he was just sleeping, and then he was just started screaming and slid into an abyss.
Yeah,
and he was gone forever.
I'm not even a religious guy, but if I knew that guy, I'd be like, he had to have fucked 500 kids or something.
You wonder what the fuck did that guy do?
Yeah, God just opened up the earth and swallowed you into hell. Because it's something from Dante's Inferno.
How do you die in a biblical way like that?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. In the middle of the night.
You gotta have to I don't know.
Earth
that should be reserved for genocidal warlords or something.
Well, this is acting like there's any justice or rhyme or reason for anyone dying
the great
ever. He's probably an amazing person.
They're like he didn't even have money. He gave it all to charity.
I mean, this idea he had to be evil. He was most likely incredible.
Yeah. And as he's sliding in, he goes, "I was a great guy." What?
You slid into an abyss, and no one gets closure.
Right. There's old people who don't get their Meals on Wheels that weekend because the Earth ate a guy.
How the fuck can that be your last few minutes on Earth? You falling eternally through a void.
Yeah.
You have to think that's some sort of crazy nightmare you're having.
I've thought about that before. Of there are some people who meet the most unfortunate ends, and you could be, literally, you could be one of the guys caught by the toy box killer, and then you're just, you're tortured for 95 days and then shot in the head.
Imagine, the chance, you're the one guy that somebody breaks. You have a lovely marriage with your wife for 40 years.
Worked hard. Achieved the American dream.
Kids, their success stories, it's amazing. And then one night, some guy with a mask breaks into your home. He ties you and your wife up, and he puts plates on your back. And if you guys drop the plates, he skull fucks you and blows both your heads off.
Yeah. The guy from the documentary we watched.
The Golden State Killer.
Yeah. Still one of my favorite. I don't know. Have we talked about that before?
I don't know.
Where there was that basically happened, and then they were interviewing the couple that happened to. It was an old 70-year-old man and his wife, and they put the plates on him, and he raped his wife in front of him, and you could just see the guy be like, I swear I'm not a gay pussy, but you get surprised sometimes.
It ruined him. He could never. It completely ruined him.
Yeah. Did nothing wrong.
Did nothing
by
wrong.
The way.
He was tied up. He couldn't do anything.
Tied up, had a gun on him, had no idea what was going to happen, and he's still I can't. You felt worse for him than you felt for his wife.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep.
Watching him.
Yep.
Yeah, I was feel worse for the guy because I see myself represented in media.